Hello everyone and welcome back to another stimulus check update for April 1st, the first day of the month. 3 months have already gone by and it looks like people on SSI and on SSDI are going to be getting their stimulus check very soon. It only took about 3 months, and Biden, or like 2 months from when Biden was sworn in, he did say that we would get the checks immediately, but it's actually taken 2 months. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. I am running a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. If you guys do want to enter, subscribe and leave a comment down below. The winner will be announced on Sunday. And let's go ahead and get into the update.
Well, the IRS has finally given a timeline.
For the majority of people in this group, they're going to get their checks by April 7th. That is the good news. And the even better news is some of you in this group may see your payments land in your bank account as early as this weekend. That is according to the IRS and the Treasury Department that announced the majority of the payments are going to be sent electronically and dispersed by direct deposit or existing direct express cards. Now, stimulus checks have gone out to at least 127 million Americans since the American Rescue Plan was signed into law. But many who receive federal benefits and don't typically file tax returns were given no timeline initially for when they would get their money. Last Thursday, the IRS received beneficiary data from the Social Security Administration, which allowed the agency to start the process of validating the stimulus eligibility for these groups. And this came after pressure from some lawmakers to get the SSA to send this necessary information to the IRS. So again, April 7th, a week from today, is when those of you that are still waiting on these checks, that's when you should have them. But again, some of those payments should land this weekend. Now, another question that's making the rounds: when will veterans who are still waiting on their third stimulus check see the money in their accounts? Well, the IRS is not giving a firm deadline as of yet. That announcement coming soon, but the estimate as of yesterday is to expect those payments mid-April.
So the IRS outlines the April payment timeline for people on SSI and on SSDI. So it looks like most people have already gotten their check. I got my check in the mail, and a lot of you guys are gonna get your check this week in the mail. Basically, the only people that haven't gotten their check yet are people on SSI or on SSDI. There's about 30 million people roughly, which is quite a lot. So the article does say the IRS expects to begin distributing stimulus payments this weekend to recipients of Social Security and other federal benefits who do not normally file taxes. The federal body projects the majority of these payments would be sent electronically and received on April 7, it said Tuesday. The latest payment update applies to recipients of Social Security retirement, survivor or disability SSDI, supplemental security income SSI, and Railroad Retirement Board who don't file a 2019 or 2020 tax return nor submit their details using the non-filers tool at the IRS website. So basically, the people that were not getting the checks were people that didn't file a tax return and were on SSI or on SSDI. The IRS didn't have all the information that it did need because a majority of these payments will be disbursed electronically through direct deposit, and payments to existing direct express cards, they would be received on the official payment date April 7. The SSA said, "We're waiting for information from the IRS about timing for people who receive their EIP by mail. Most recipients of federal benefits would generally receive their stimulus payment in the same way that they receive their regular benefits. Federal aid funds are usually distributed to recipients via their direct express card accounts." So that's how mostly everybody is going to be paid. They're going to get their check through their direct express card account. Those expecting to receive stimulus funds can check the status of their payment using the Get My Payment tool at the IRS website. The tool will not be updated until the weekend of April 3 to 4, with information for federal beneficiaries expecting payments next week. After receiving the required payment files from the SSA last week, the IRS began the multi-step process to review, validate, and test tens of millions of records to ensure eligibility and proper calculations of stimulus payments according to the federal body. If no additional issues arise, the IRS currently expects to complete that work and to begin processing these payment files at the end of this week, the IRS said Tuesday. if no issues arise. Now that is kind of like to say that they probably are expecting there to be issues. According to the SSA, the IRS may send your next EIP by check in the mail to those who received the previous stimulus payment as a prepaid debit card and not via their Direct Express card account. So it looks like those who don't have a Direct Express card account are going to be getting the check through a debit card. Many federal recipients who regularly file taxes or who submitted their details using the non-filers tool have already started to receive their stimulus funds earlier this month. Payments for these recipients were issued during the last 3 weeks, the IRS said Tuesday. Now, one group of people that is going to be getting their checks later are going to be veterans. Stimulus payments for Veteran Affairs benefit recipients who don't normally file taxes could be issued by mid-April, according to the latest IRS statement. And that really is kind of like a slap in the face. Why are they doing this to veterans? Honestly, it's really disgraceful, but the federal body is exploring whether we can include them with the other recipients, according to a March 26 letter sent by the IRS to the House Ways and Means Committee and shared with Newsweek. The IRS has been working tirelessly after it received the required paperwork from the SSA following pressure from the committee. According to the March 26 letter sent to the committee's chairman, Representative Richard Neal said the IRS received the SSA files on March 24 and 25. The letter, signed by IRS Commissioner Charles Rettig, stated that the federal body intends to issue stimulus funds to eligible SSI, SSDI, and RRB whose data is valid and consistent in the first week of April. So basically what it took for the IRS and the SSA to actually start working together was for people to call them out in Congress. If they weren't called out, they still wouldn't have sent over the files that the IRS did need. So the remaining payments to be delivered within 4 to 6 weeks. The IRS will automatically send stimulus payments to those who didn't file a tax return but received Social Security and other federal benefits. The federal body said Tuesday for the first round of economic impact payments last year, recipients in these groups received payments within 4 to 6 weeks after the CARES Act was signed into law. For the American Rescue Plan signed March 11, the IRS projects that it is on track to deliver economic impact payments to federal beneficiaries at the same or faster speed. More details on the third round of economic impact payments and federal benefit recipients will be available soon on irs.gov. So basically, a lot of people are going to be getting their check on April 7. Now, some people are not everybody is going to be getting their check, and you're going to have to wait between 4 to 6 weeks for it to be delivered. Now that's very disappointing. Hopefully they do send as many checks as possible. It would be really sad if they just send out like a batch, if they just send out like say 10 million when 30 million people do need their check. They better send most checks. People really do need the money now. It's been delayed enough already. Let me know down below in the comment section your opinion. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you have, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time with another update.